Hi, today we're going to be sharing with you about using OBS to live stream and to be able to overlay lower third content over your program material. So if you look here, we have opened up OBS with a very simple scene that we've set up. Contains a watermark on the top right and our pre-recorded material. So in this case, this is our pastor singing.
And truly, it's a privilege to come into God's presence.
So before we go further, let's jump into the settings. And let's jump into the video tab. We've chosen to live stream full HD, and that is a resolution of 1920 by 1080. So we've set here our base resolution as that, as well as our output resolution. We're using 30 frames per second. And let's jump to the audio tab. We're using a sample rate of 48 kilohertz. The rest of the settings are all disabled as we have no need and no use for them. The output tab, by default, when you first launch OBS or when you first install it, this output mode would be on simple. Change it to advanced to allow you to access more parameters for you to set and customize for your stream. So in the first tab, streaming, you notice that we have under encoder, select the hardware encoder that you have available on your computer, as that would give you the best results. Other key settings you need to take note of is that you need to be running a constant bitrate. YouTube recommends a stream of around 4500, so that's what we will set our target bitrate at. They also recommend a keyframe interval of 2, so we've also set that as that. If you jump to the recording tab, we've set our settings on standard, recording format of MKV, encoder, the same hardware encoder that we've selected previously, the same constant bit rate, the same keyframe interval of 2. The only difference here is that our target bit rate is twice of that which we are streaming. This is my personal preference, as I prefer to be able to record a better quality file to be able to stream out. You can choose to use whichever bitrate is comfortable for you, but try not to go below 4005. So for audio, we just leave it as is, and we jump to the stream tab. You would select YouTube or YouTube Gaming, enter your stream key that you would have retrieved from your YouTube dashboard or Facebook dashboard as well, and just enter respectively. Once you're done, let's jump into the actual setting up for the overlay. Here we have a PowerPoint that we've prepared. The PowerPoint is a 16 by 9, and if you notice, all the background is black in color. And this is deliberate, and I'll share more with you later. But here we have a simple title, our copyright detail of the song we're singing, the lyrics of the songs, and this is an example of a sermon overlay with a Bible passage. So what we're going to do is we're going to prepare our slideshow. If you jump to slideshow, this computer that I'm using is set up to run an extended desktop. I have a secondary monitor connected, and I've selected to show my presentation on the secondary monitor, and I've chosen to use presenter's view. This works because it allows me to be able to control the slides easily while I'm doing the recording. So once we've set that up, let's run the slideshow. Let's move it to the side. So once you're in this mode, let's jump back into OBS and set that up to show. If you go to Sources and Add, and go to Window Capture. You can give this a name that you want to identify this source, but I'll just use the default, which is fine. And here you can see we have under Window several options that we can choose. We would want to select PowerPoint Slideshow. That's the one. And hit OK. So now, if you notice, the screen is all black for the background, and if we were to start our media content, you can't see anything. So how do you key it out? If you use any creative software like Photoshop and stuff, you would have known of layers. So where the asset lies here, it's important. So in this case, we're going to bring Windows Capture down under the watermark and above our program media source. And once you've done that, let's go to Filters, you right click, Filters, and you click plus to add a color key. You can specify a name, but I'll just use the default here as well. And here you can see the key color type. We're going to select a custom color. We're going to select the key color as black, which is the color of our background image, which is the color of our background actually. So once you've selected the color as black and you've prepared it, you can close this out. And once you bring in the media source, voila.
For worship. And truly, it's a privilege to come into God's presence.
So once you have this set up in this mode, you're ready to start your recording. I've went to my presenter's view here and blanked my PowerPoint slide, so you will not see anything on our screen here. Let's start recording. And let's bring in our title, our program material.
Let's prepare our hearts for worship.
Let's bring in our slides.
Truly, it's a privilege to come into God's presence. And just say, Lord, I
You can turn it off after a predetermined amount of
and I
time.
choose to declare your faithfulness.
So now
Lord,
as
would you
the
just
pastor
bow
is starting
your
the
heads
song, I can click the lower third title for songs.
and just close your eyes
And once he
go to
goes
God.
into the song, we can bring in the lyrics. And when he's done with the song, we just blank the slide.
For who he is.
And if he launches into the sermon, we can go straight to Joshua
All
1.
that he has blessed you with. Despite the times that we are in. God
So you can
is
turn it on or off. It's up to you.
Despite the times that we are in.
And yeah.
His promises are still true and good.
So once we've done this, we are good. We can stop the recording when we've completed our whole run. One thing to note is that this process is linear. You will not be able to make edits, and if you make a mistakes, you just have to work through them. So right now we go to Remarks, Recording. We'll select this file that we have just recorded. Remarks it. And let's bring it up so we can see it.
Let's prepare our hearts for worship. And truly, it's a privilege to come into God's
So as you can
presence.
see, it's very
And say,
simple.
Lord, I
The quality
choose
is
to
still
still
pretty
my
good.
heart, and I choose
We
to
can bring
declare
in
your
the various
faithfulness.
elements
Where you are, would
easily.
you just bow your heads for a moment? And just close your eyes and go to God in prayer. You just begin to give thanks for who he is. You just begin to give thanks for all that he has blessed you with.
Yep. So hopefully that
Despite
helps
the
you.
times that we are in.
And once you're ready with the file, you can just insert it into OBS as a media source and have that play and start the stream going when you're ready. Hopefully that helps. We'll see you again.